Hi, I'm Wendy Morado, and this is
Isaac.
And we're here to do Cat Chat.
Cat Chat.
All right, it's been a while.
I know.
Yeah, so been a hectic summer.
Yeah.
And ups and downs and things. Yeah, ups and downs.
Yeah.
Got a lot of cats, a lot of intake requests for kitties, and we're trying to help as many as we can, huh? Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, well, let's get into our show because we have a lot of cats to talk about today.
Yes.
And I'm petting Ike.
Ike.
Right. Not Spike. Ike. Right? Mm-hmm. Not Spike.
Yeah. Strangely, he makes me think of sharp cheddar cheese.
Sharp
Meow meow.
cheddar cheese.
Yeah, like her color, it's like an orange.
Right.
And, like she makes me think
Not
of
mild
cheese.
cheddar cheese. Sharp cheddar cheese.
Yeah, sharp, pointy.
Well, he can be sharp cheddar cheese sometimes, but not really this guy. This guy's really sweet, isn't he?
I know,
He's
she's so
a darling. He's been here for a little while now, and he was found just behind somebody's barn. He's real friendly. He walked right up to him, and he's been here for a little while now. He came in July, and he's just waiting for his turn to go home. He's just a handsome dude. Everybody that watches the show by now knows my favorite color.
Orange, and you never met an orange cat you don't like. That's the same for me.
Must have said that a time or two.
And it's just like, they're all sweet. I mean,
Oh, they are.
and I've never met an orange cat. If somebody can find one, that would be like,
Yeah.
I'd be really surprised.
Yeah. Well, this guy has a lot of qualities of a Maine Coon cat.
Yeah,
So the
Maine
things
Coon.
you want to look for, if they have even some Maine Coon in them, in their breed, is these long, furry, I don't know, Mike, if you can get this, and thank you, Mike, from being here from Armstrong. This long, furry hair just curls right back and around all the way to here on his head.
Wow,
and
I
this
see that.
gorgeous mane, which is why they're called Maine Coons, this gorgeous lion mane. See these long hairs right here.
Yeah,
Hi,
they're
Ike,
so
you're just
cool.
doing so good. And also, they have a fluffy tail. This tail's not super fluffy, but most cats, when you touch or pick up their tail, they don't tend to like that. So I'm not going to do that right now. But if he could see his tail at some point, it's not super fluffy. Maine Coons have a real thick, fluffy tail.
Yeah.
But one of the two main things that Maine Coons characteristics, which means something about them that is Maine Coon-like, is that when they stand up straight, when they're standing up, their back end is higher than their front end. So their back legs are taller than their front legs on a certain slight decline or incline. They kind of go like this, not straight across. So if when he's standing up, he looks like that, then he has some Maine Coon in him. I don't think he's a purebred Maine Coon because he's really not big enough to be a pure breed, but he definitely might have Maine Coon in his bloodline, kind of like, what nationality are you?
I'm American.
Okay, and then I'm actually Hungarian because my grandma was Hungarian, and that. Do you have, like, are you English or Irish or
I'm actually
are you Mexican or?
I'm actually partly cat.
You're what?
100%
Really?
cat. I think I'm like 1% American and a 99% cat.
All right, we'll go with that. So what we have, the second thing that gives him a quality of being a Maine Coon is in between their pads, there's a piece of skin, and most cats are back here. So there's this webbing that's in their paw, and it's kind of back here. But on a Maine Coon, it's really far up. They like water. They're really from the state of Maine. That's kind of where they came from.
Yeah, 'cause they're
and they're water cats, so they tend to have a lot of webbing further down in their toes. So sometimes I'll pick up their foot and just check for the webbing. And on him, his webbing is way up here. It ends right here. So I would say that this guy has a lot of Maine Coon qualities. And then one Maine Coon quality that's kind of across the board for most of the Maine Coon, bye Ike, okay,
Whoa.
is that they're very dog-like. And they'll play fetch sometimes. They'll go for walks, not on a leash. They'll just go for a walk with you. I've had plenty of Maine Coon type cats in my life. And they're just really more dog-like than cat-like. So if you're not a big cat fan, which there are people, unbelievably, who don't like cats, but we know there are people who don't really care for cats because they act like silly cats or cats that aren't really friendly. They don't really know about the cats that are just super, super great. But if you want a cat that acts like a dog, get a Maine Coon.
Can I share a fact about a Maine Coon?
Yes.
So in the summer, their coat actually sheds, and then like when it starts to get cool, like this time right now, Maine Coons are starting to get their fluff back. So when it's near like maybe like March or maybe into May, they start to shed their coat, and then like in the summertime, their coat's like kind of thin.
Right. Well, that's most cats. Most cats are like that. The difference between like a Maine Coon and a Norwegian forest cat and a Siberian forest cat, which are all typically the same kind of cat, is that they don't have a down undercoat. They actually have a different kind of undercoat, so that it causes them to not really mat. Like when you get a big knot in your cat's hair. Those three kinds of cats don't typically mat like the other cats. They can in certain circumstances if they get wet and then they lay and then, but typically they don't need as much brushing as other cats because they lack the type of down in their coat that causes all that matting. So they don't shed as much. They typically shed in like pieces where you just pick it up, kind of like a long-haired dog, and you just pick it up. There's not all this little hair all over the place. There's just like a clump of hair.
Well, that's kind of useful.
Yeah. So if you're when if you're one of those people that just hate all this shedding of hair that all over the place is little hairs, which I have 6 cats and I don't find that my house is full of hair.
I know. I don't mind hair.
I don't mind hair either. But Maine Coons are typically the least. They take the least amount of care to pick up all that. So just a few facts about Maine Coons and Maine Coon qualities. Come and get Ike. He's amazing.
Ikey.
Yeah, Ikey. Now we have Abby. Hi, Lucinda. This is Crunchy. Okay, we're going to go straight to Crunchy. We love Crunchy. I just want to see where his story is, but I don't think I have Crunchy. Oh, these are the Crunchy Creston.
He had ringworm. He's been here a while.
Yeah.
This is Goldie. She had ringworm too.
Crunchy and Goldie. I'll put him on my lap.
Yeah, he's a little
Hi, Crunchers. And you want to come and sit here with Goldie, or you want to just hand me to whichever you want, Kristen? All right, Kristen. Welcome, Kristen, to the show. So I've Crunchy, and you have Goldie. And they're a little nervous, a little bit, but
Goldie's awesome.
They had ringworm. And ringworm is not a worm. It's a fungus. It's exactly like athlete's foot. When we get it, we clear in about a week to 10 days. But when cats get it, they have it for like 3 to 4 months before they clear. And really, medications don't diminish the time frame too much. And they're very, very costly, like $1,000 costly per cat. So it is the gift that keeps on giving. So when one gets it and they've been exposed to other cats, they're likely going to get it. So we ended up with quite a few that had ringworm. We don't euthanize for ringworm. Lots and lots of shelters euthanize when cats get ringworm. They just euthanize them. Sad. They don't even know they have it. They don't even know they're not sick. They have a fungus. It's just like athlete's foot. You wouldn't even think to, put a human down for having athlete's foot. That's the same ridiculousness. The problem is with other rescues is lack of space and quarantine area. So if you're going to do a shelter, you have to have a quarantine area because you're going to have ringworm at some point throughout your career. It's going to keep popping its ugly head up. And it's just a major, major inconvenience. You have to gown all up like this gal over here does every day along with 2 other people, and they take care of these cats head to toe so they aren't spreading it, and still it can spread.
Right.
It's just virulent. It just loves to live in your environment for a long period of time. And so we have a totally different area where we keep these cats, and we just let them live it out. They will spontaneously cure from ringworm. It will not go on and on and on and on forever. So these guys are fully recovered and they are ready to go home. And the funny thing is, I've found, is that normally, now there may be vets out there that can tell you otherwise, but in my experience, and I've done this a long, long time, and I've fostered many, many, many years, well, all the time. I usually have cats more in my house than I don't have cats that I'm fostering in my house. And any new animal I get is exposed to ringworm, that new animal will get it and they never get it again. And I don't know if that's true for everyone, but I do know that's true for me. So I believe once they get it, they're pretty have a strong immunity to it. And a lot of times they're very soft afterwards. They're super soft, and I don't know what that's about. I don't know if their body goes through something and then creates all new hair or what have you, but they're super soft.
Yeah, it's kind of strange.
Yeah, isn't it?
That
It's
happens
kinda
with
strange.
humans, like with chicken pox. Like I got it once, and now there's like I probably won't get it ever again.
That's right. And so that's kind of like that. Yeah, I thought you were going to say your hair fell out and grew back in really soft.
Oh, that would have been really fun. I really wish that would have happened.
No, you don't. All right, so this is Crunchy, and you
this
have
is
Goldie,
She
and they're
was an
super
orphan.
sweet.
They were all orphans.
They were all orphans. We've had them since they were little. We've taken the 3 months to quarantine them, and now they are ready to go home. There's others too. There's quite a few others. They are starved for attention.
I know.
They are so starved for attention, and they want to run around and play right now, but we still have them in a separate room. There's always that chance that they're still a carrier, but we have never really had anything like that happen. You go on the website and you hear all these horrific stories about ringworm and everything, and it's really not that bad. No. We've had it so many times with these cats. None of us have gotten it.
Nope.
We have not had anybody person-wise get it. So, and yes, you can get it. Your dog can get it. Your horse can get it. You know, any mammal can get ringworm. It's the gift that keeps on giving. But these guys are clear, and we're going to move on, okay?
All right.
So come and get them. They're really sweet cats.
Let me grab some more.
Yeah, go grab some more. Now, I don't know. Crunchy's kind of wants to sit with me right now. Is he Crunchy? And he wasn't named Crunchy because of his ringworm. It's just the name we gave him.
I love Crunchy.
Crunchy. He's a pretty baby. Oh, I love this Crunchy man.
He's beautiful.
He's gorgeous. He is a lap lover, but like I said, he's ready to go to someone's home and run around.
Yeah, I can't imagine how just run around.
Yeah, well, they were in a huge room. They weren't caged the whole time at all. They were in a room that was 3 times as big as this big room here. They were running and playing, and they had a window, and every time we pulled weeds, yeah, Lucinda was just saying that you could hear them upstairs running back and forth, and we'd be like, what?
Oh, wow.
You could hear like a herd of elephants upstairs. Doop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doop. Huh, you was playing. Oh, you cutie. Lucinda, you want to come get them for me? Thank you.
Okay, handsome.
How about you share a cat fact while we're waiting?
Yes. Okay, so there's 4 different ear shapes. One is pointed tips, like some have like the pointy tips, like kind of like the sharp pit,
Yeah.
and they're pointed.
Yeah.
Some are rounded tips, like not like pointy. They're like kind of like oval, or not oval, but they're just round a little. There's curled, where
Whoa.
like I think that one was partially curled, where the hair went back.
Mm-hmm.
And there's folded that a Scottish fold has.
Oh yeah, they go all the way down like this. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep, the curly ones, they kind of curl almost backwards. It's called the curls, C-U-R-L-Z.
Ooh, curls.
Yeah. Yeah, the curls.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And then Scottish folds have their ears all the way flapped down. They actually never raised from being an infant, because when they're born, their ears are all the way down. And their eyes are shut, and they're blind and they're deaf, and they can't hear or see anything, and they have to smell to find the mommy. And then as they grow, the first week, their ears start to come up every day, a little bit more, and by 2 weeks old, they're up like that.
Whoa, that's kind of cool.
Mm-hmm. And their eyes pop open at 10 days old, on the dot. 10 days, boop, and there they are. And I always say, welcome to our world, little baby. And I'm thinking, oh, too bad I'm the first thing that they see. Just kidding. They see their moms usually. Although when I have orphans, I am the mama. Then I am the first thing that they see. And I love them though. Who's next?
Ooh, I'm excited.
Jolene. I love Jolene.
Ooh.
I love her non-tail. She's our bobcat. Our bobtail. She'll be all right. Come here, Jojo. I don't know if you can see her non-tail, but she's our little boing.
That's so
Easy,
funny.
Jojo. Okay. And Jolene is a sweetie pie, right, Kristen? Yeah. She's a sweetie pie. But there's all these cameras and people, and she's camera shy, Kristen said. But reality is, you can always get a cat to calm down by hiding their face. So I always say that, when we're dealing with new cats on our intake day, I often teach people the way to pick up a cat or to move a cat is to scruff, which is to pull here, up right here, which is where their semi-paralyzing nerve is. And that helps them to calm down and stay safer for us to handle them. But then also to put our hand over their eyes like this. And then what happens is they stay safe. See how she's not able to bite me? She can't see. She's not going to do anything because she doesn't know if she's going to end up in a worse position. So I don't suggest that you pick up your cat like that and hold him in the air for any length of time. But when we are transporting these animals that we don't know and they're exhibiting signs of being dangerous, it keeps us safe. And so for a moment here and there, we have to handle them like that just to stay safe. But this is a beautiful tortoiseshell. She was at my house raising babies not that long ago. All of her babies are gone. Most of them had little bobtails. And they were raised and spayed and neutered, and off they go. And Jolene is waiting for her turn. And she's a good girl.
Surprised she's still here.
We are surprised she's still here. She's always out and about. She does talk a lot sometimes. She likes to talk and tell you about her day and tell you when she doesn't like something like this, but she's actually pretty content as well. And I think she'll make a very good pet for any family. She's not aggressive, and she's just a sweetie. Bye-bye. Let's see your face. Wait, give him a face shot before you go. Beep, beep. What? What's the matter, Jojo?
Hey.
Okay, bye-bye.
Whoa.
Don't tempt fate. Got another cat fact for us?
Yes.
Excellent.
I have 3
you got
more.
a new book.
I do. It's the Complete Cat Breed book. And it's not all about cat breeds. It's all about, it's really detailed.
Okay. Very nice.
Yes.
I like that book already. How to choose the perfect cat.
Yeah, and I have, okay.
A lot of cat facts
Oh,
there.
this one I already showed
Oh,
us.
show him the Maine Coon, and even look how much he looks like Ike.
Yeah.
There he is. That's pretty much Ike right there. I think you can point it to Mike's camera there. And that's got a lot of qualities like our Maine Coon in our house here.
Yeah.
So, okay, what's our other cat fact?
Okay. Oh yeah, these are dangerous plants, and if they're in your cat's reach, then they should be put away or keep your cats away from them.
Okay.
So, here are indoor plants that you can't have, or that are dangerous to cats. Poinsettia,
Yeah, bad one.
mistletoe, lily, cactus, and daffodils.
Okay.
And then if you have like a farm cat or like an outdoor cat, you should stay away from hydrangeas, tomato leaves, potato leaves, and I think that's it.
Okay. Well, that's interesting. I didn't know they can't eat tomato leaves, but I actually have never seen a cat eat a tomato leaf or
Yeah.
a potato leaf. So
Never seen
I
on
think we're
TV.
okay with that. Maybe they just know innately that they can't have them. But that's a very good list. Of course, I wouldn't suggest that anybody eat a cactus.
Yeah,
might hurt.
like yeah, it might hurt.
That might hurt a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot, like.
Do we have another kitty?
Do you want to talk about Ricky?
Ricky!
Ooh, Ricky.
Yeah, we're gonna point over here to Ricky. He is just gorgeous. He is hard to figure out as far as a breed, but he definitely has Siamese in him. He definitely has tabby cat in him. If you can't really get a good view of his eyes, they are blue, a beautiful baby blue. He's so sweet. And he's in there because sometimes there's issues with males that recently have been neutered. They can still smell like an unneutered male for a long time, which causes, and they can still have the hormones in them that causes them to be a little bit more aggressive. That will dissipate over a couple of weeks and then be gone. But just because they're neutered doesn't mean they instantaneously will act like an unneutered or unneutered male. They have those hormones that have to slowly dissipate in the body. So he's just hanging out in that cage for a little while. There have been some skirmishes, I believe, some pretty good ones here with the other males and females. But he came with a female and they love each other. They were sister, brother, or housemates. She very similar to him. She more of a snowshoe Siamese. He looks like he has some snowshoe Siamese in him, but he's kind of a mutt Siamese. He's got several things going on. And he's built more like a domestic short hair or an American short hair cat because of his rounded face. Now, I don't know if your book, you want to look up a Siamese cat, and the old type Siamese cats did not have the triangular face. They had what's called an apple-shaped face. It basically was round and kind of has this divot up here, and they're apple-shaped Siamese cats, and they were bigger and rounder than normal. So you look that up, and what are we going to do next? We going to do anybody? Tacoma. I love me a Tacoma. Those are nice cars. And we named them Tacoma because I thought this was the cat that he was found in the car. He actually was stuck in a Tacoma, but they found him living in a patio. But hey, hi Tacoma, that's a baby. Oh, is he soft? Hi, angel baby. Ooh. Purring, purring, purring. I love the purring. Hi, handsome. You're just a young boy with beautiful golden eyes. Are you happy? He's so happy. He's purring. Oh, she. Sorry. I'm sorry. Now it. Already spayed. I saw the pink and I'm just going with the truck theme. Mwah. Mwah. She's a darling. Yeah, if you want a pretty little girl. These are called necklaces or medallions, sometimes lockets. Lockets are another name for this spot right there. She has a locket and is a tuxedo. This is her shirt and her paws are her boots. And she's a black tuxedo. And she's got white whiskers. Not finding it?
I found it.
Okay.
So there's it's really detailed. There's a Siamese tabby pointed, and there's a Siamese self-pointed.
Okay, yep.
There's no just Siamese.
Just no apple-shaped Siamese face. Well, that's probably part of their, more part of their characteristics than the breed name. So what this means right here, if you want to go back one page, the Siamese self-pointed, self is just another term for a whole color. It's a whole color. So it's either, they call them chocolate point is a self point, seal point, lilac point. Those are called self colors. And so that's what they are. And then the other ones are on the next page, and he's on the next, he would be one of these. He's a Siamese tabby point because he has the M on his forehead, but he has Siamese qualities. And so they obviously are starting, and then they have the Siamese tortie point, which has the orange and the black in the face area where their points are. They can have a swirling of like a tortoise shell. So lots of different Siamese colors. That's colors. But we're looking for a shape of the face, which would be an apple shape. Ooh. But you don't see them anymore. They're mostly always very triangular. What are you doing? This cat is just so relaxed. No claws are out. We're gonna be like a baby here.
She's so
Boo
sweet.
Boo. You wanna go sheepies? Oh, you are a darling. Who would not want to come and get her? Now, don't come expecting her if you're gonna wait after seeing this show, because I don't think she's gonna be here, Kristen. I think by Saturday she's gonna be gone. But we have a lot of cats. We probably have a roster of, I think, nearing 140. 130, 140 cats right now. We're inundated with cats. It's insane. It's probably the worst year I've ever seen. And it's very troublesome to not be able to help everybody. It just breaks our hearts, really. But for the ones that we can help, it's joyful to see them go home. You know, here's my leopard in a tree hold, as always. Works every time. It works every time. She's just a purring and a purring. So, oh, somebody shut the door. And they're so curious. They're so nosy. They got to see what's going on. She is a domestic short hair. Domestic medium hair. We've got this nice long coat here. We've got some shorties here. Usually they have a little bit extra up here or in the face and what's called the feathers. These are a little bit longer too. Beautiful. Very kiss-worthy. Thank you, Kristen. All right. You have anything else for me?
I've been waiting for this one. So, these are dangerous foods.
Dangerous foods. Mm-hmm.
Yes, this one's kind of surprising.
Okay.
Only feed your cat dry food, wet food, or, yeah, those are the good foods. Dangerous foods. So you shouldn't feed your cats these food. I would stick to the branded food, probably, like the cat food. Mm-hmm. So dangerous foods: onion and garlic.
Very dangerous.
I love garlic
Cooked
bread.
onions can be fatal to cats. Fatal. So don't feed them your cheeseburger from McDonald's.
I wouldn't
they
feed
always
them
have
anything.
Those burgers have all those cooked onions. Could be fatal. Terrible.
Man.
Yes, very true.
Okay, green tomatoes and potatoes.
Potatoes and tomatoes. Green tomatoes. Okay, got it.
Okay. This one breaks my heart. Chocolate.
Chocolate is fatal to dogs and cats. Can be extremely fatal if they eat enough of it. They can get very, very sick just by eating some of it. And so they'll start vomiting and all. You need to get them to the vet.
Okay.
Because it can damage their some organs, kidneys. Definitely can damage some kidneys. So
this one isn't surprising to me. Grapes and raisins, because I've always heard that raisins are poisonous to cats.
right. Same with dogs too. So dogs and cats, do not feed them grapes, and especially don't feed your dogs and cats raisins.
'Cause
they're
they will
actually
get-
more potent than grapes.
Because they will get kidney cancer and
Their kidneys will start to kind of get sick. So we don't want that.
Okay, I got two more. Cream, I think that's like sour cream or like whipped cream or like,
What does it say? Just cream?
yeah, it just says cream.
Looks like whipped cream. Okay, no cream. I would add to that no milk out of the refrigerator ever. Causes diarrhea. Diarrhea causes dehydration. Dehydration, the younger they are, they can't get over it, can be fatal. Very fatal. We've seen it and seen it and seen it. Do not feed any milk that is processed out of your refrigerator to any cat. I've had people argue with me. I won't argue with you. If you want to feed your cat milk out of the refrigerator, oh, I only give them a teaspoon, it's fine, I've done it for years, go ahead. I'm not going to argue with you, but it's terrible for your cats. Don't do it. They sell, if you want to give them some milk, they have this just fun milk at the stores. It's just for cats. It's called Cat Sip, S-I-P, Cat Sip. Come in these little purple things. A little bit of that every day, they love it. And it doesn't cause any damage to their digestive system. But, you know, for years there, people say, oh, well, they used to give cats milk from the cow. Yeah, it's not pasteurized. It's pure whole milk. That's not pasteurized yet. But something with the pasteurization, something with that process causes those cats to get very sick. The more they drink, the sicker they can be. So, no milk. And the last thing is?
Raw fish.
Raw fish.
So no sushi. I always wanted to give my cat sushi because like it has raw fish.
Yeah, I wonder if it's not because of the bones in the raw fish. All those bones can get stuck in their throat, or is it more of the fish itself? I don't know. I'm going to have to figure that one out. I'm going to have to look it up.
I mean, maybe it says raw fish, so I guess like.
Because that would have so many bones in it.
Yeah.
I don't know. Let's look into that for the next time.
Yeah.
Next Cat Chat, the answer.
Stay tuned.
Stay tuned. I think we have another kitty. Griffin.
Ooh, Griffin.
Gryffindor.
Gryffindor.
Here we go. Gryffindor. Okay, came from Lakewood to a feral mom, but not feral kitchen. You are so cute, Griffin. Makes me think of Gryffindor with the sorting hat. This is Griffin. Oh, he's so handsome.
You know,
What an unusual, beautiful coat he has. Right, Griffy Griff? All right. So if I do my leopard in a tree, he might hang out with me a little bit longer. All right, mister. All right. Oh, look at that boy. Look at that
that's
boy.
cool.
Oh, he likes it. They all like
Oh,
it.
Betty Pie.
All right. Look at his paws going. Happy cats do kneading of the dough. That's a happy cat. See my happy cat. I'll put him right to sleepy. What a good boy. He's so cute. Mr. Griffin. He's a brown tabby with white. So he has a lot of white on him. So if they have like half white and half any other color combination, that's called a bicolor, which means
Ooh.
two. Bi means two. This guy, he doesn't have quite half. So we consider him a brown tabby with white because he's got a lot of white. But he's not a tuxedo because he has too much white for being a tuxedo. So you could really get crazy with all the cat color coats, huh?
I know there's like so many different combinations.
So many combinations, so many things to have to look at. There's some beautiful ticking. This is one of the more rare tabby coats. There's 4 tabby colors, or patterns rather. Spotted, striped, classic, which is the round bullseye, and this, which is ticking. And we talk about ticking a lot, but if you open up the hair right there and you look, there's like every color of the hair. I don't know, Mike, if you can see that. We kind of do this often, but one hair can have up to 20 colors. And this is a camouflage color. This is really good camouflage for them. And helps them to stay hiding from other predators.
That's cool.
Yeah, of course, with all this white, he would probably glow in the dark too.
Oh, that'd be
Not
so
sure.
cool.
Yeah, look at him. I kind of think he likes this. So come and get Griffin. He's amazing, isn't he?
Yeah, he's so amazing. I love the color. I love everything.
Color and his behavior. We kind of rate them now when they come in. We kind of try to figure out, are they a 1 to 5? And 5 means they're exceptional. I would give him a 5. He's a good boy. Mwah. All right, Griffin, come and get him. His birthday is April 1st.
Well, okay.
So if you want to know how old he is, about April 1st, and we have, what is today's date? September 9th.
Yes.
September 9th. So he's 5-ish months oldish. Yeah. Did you have fun today?
I did. I love my cat facts.
I loved your cat facts and your new book.
Yes.
That's amazing.
the complete cat breed book. And it's so detailed. It even goes to like the Siamese tortoiseshell. It goes to the Siamese
Self point,
self point and a Siamese
tabby point,
tabby point.
and maybe others. You have to turn the page. We'll see.
Versus
But
tabby.
we're going to come up with that answer for you about apple-faced Siamese cats and about the food being, yeah, why can't they have fish? Raw fish. Okay, we'll find out. Until then, meow.
You are my best friend. You are my best friend. We'll walk this road from the start to the end. You are my